Well, hey, YouTube. It's been a while, but I do stuff. Sorry. So I wanted to talk about, what did I want to talk about? I didn't really have anything in mind. It's just been a while, and I like you guys, some of you, and yeah. So quick update about me, not that anyone really cares. I'm still here. So long as you see this white background behind me, you probably guess that I live in like a 3x3 apartment, and it's like 3 feet by 3 feet. Here in Japan, and yeah, enjoying it for my part. You know, it's pretty good. I wanted to talk about, okay, yeah, enough about me. I wanted to talk about, I guess, language again. And I don't know if I've said any of this before, but um, I realized that a lot of different people happen to see different videos of mine and not other videos of mine, and they sort of cherry pick, and that's good, that's fine. Um, so if I repeat something you've already heard me say like 5 times, I apologize. It means it's in my mind, and it brews there. You see what I'm saying? Brewing, yes, brewing. I, I, never mind. I teach pronunciation. It wears on a person. Anyways, okay. Systems of language. What are we thinking about here? Actually, I was watching an old video of mine because I'm conceited. Um, in response to who was that? Oh yeah. To Veritas, and that was his ontological problem he was having. Um, no, that's not right. It was an atheist problem of an ontological matter, I guess is how you could say it. At any rate, I was talking about some ideas that weren't very well eloquated. That's not a word. Look that up for me. Post it. See if it's a word. You're not going to. You shouldn't. I should, but I'm a lazy ass and I won't. But if you want to, go for it. Yeah, it was not eloquated very well, which is a word in the English language just for the expanse of this video. What I really want to say is this, and I hope I can bring you along logically clearer than what I was able to before. Every time you use a word, you are in fact using an utterance that acts as a symbol, a signpost. It's a representation of something that is not itself language. Does that make sense? Like, for example, if I say elephant, you do not see, Dumbo being produced from my lips. If I say, you could get really kinky with that coming out of your lips thing, couldn't you? So we'll just draw the line there. This is a G-rated film. A G-rated, not quite, is it? No, I swear. So I guess it's PG. PG-13? Do you swear? I don't know. Anyways, the point is that anytime that you use language, whether in speech or in writing, you are using symbols for something that is not itself language, because language is meaningless without meaning. Well that the logic is just astounding, I know. But no, what it means is meaning itself is a non-linguistic principle. It's something that exists, but it does not exist in language. But that can be explained and can be represented through language. It's a lot like how you might have put those molecules together in science class, in chemistry class, say in high school or in college. Those are models. Those are not actually little atoms, or excuse me, little atoms or little whatevers, and the little connections, the little rods are not actual chemical connections between them. Oh, I'm really showing off my science smarts. My atheist subscribers will love this. The little chemical connections that go between the two balls, and the sticks and the balls, and the PG-13, and yeah, you get the idea. Those are models. Those aren't the actual molecules. Yeah? Okay, good. The importance of that is this. When you identify yourself through a system of language, you are identifying yourself through a representation of reality. You're living life through a filter. You're living life once removed, if you could use that terminology. And And this goes for really anything that might be linguistic in context. So that could be like the Bible, that could be the Quran, that could be science stuff, that could be, scientific literature, anything that uses language. If that becomes your primary identity with reality, you're living a dream. Do you see that? You're not living in reality. You're living in someone else's conception of reality. And that's no path to truth, whether you want to entertain, whether or not you want to entertain the notion of God. That's minute, if not completely moot. Those are two different words. Those do not relate. It's minute, and it could be moot. If you don't realize the fact that language itself is not reality. And if you think, and indeed you do, think in language, you are thinking about things that are only representations of reality. So how do you know reality? Well, you can't. Knowledge is merely a system of language. All matters of intellectual discussion, quasi-intellectual discussion, stupid discussion, it's all based on linguistic principles. Knowledge is a linguistic thing, okay? Anytime that you study anything for any reason, no matter how credible or not it is, you are studying something that is, in fact, not reality, but a model of reality. So you cannot know reality. You cannot know reality because knowledge is built in language, and language is not reality. Do you get that? So how do you, if you can't know reality, how do you come to, experience it? That's a fantastic question. It's what so many people miss out on. You go out there and you live, people. You live it. You live it. You experience it. A mystic, before, the unfortunate connotations. God, I'm horrible with language today. The word mystic originally meant someone that has a direct experience with God or reality. So if you don't want to buy into God, that's fine. You buy into reality. You buy into reality, don't you? My atheists here, reach out to me. Do you buy into reality? Yes. Okay, we'll go with that. So a mystic then, in your case, would be someone who reaches out and experiences directly reality. Meditations do this. And what meditations teach you to do is to not think. Why? Because thinking is language. Thinking is language. Thinking is language. Thinking is language. And language is what? What is it not? What is it not? Reality. Do you see this? So if you could train yourself to merely experience reality without quantifying it or subjecting it to a linguistic system, which you do, don't lie, then you can have a direct experience with reality and a more meaningful life, because it would be real. You can kind of talk about it, but most ways of speaking about these kinds of things are unsatisfactory. That's why we have poetry, yes, I'm sorry. That's why we have music, that's why we have art, and all these very, 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 very important things, yes? And that's why those people do it, is because they recognize, even on a subconscious level, that language itself is imperfect. Okay? That's what a poem is all about. It stretches the rules of language all over the frickin' place just to get the meaning across. Because it's the meaning that's all important. And the meaning is experienced directly, and it can never be known. Because you think, every time that you think, even thinking about this now, you're subjecting me to your linguistic system. Stop it already. It's not fair. And it's not fair to you if you live your entire life through a linguistic system. You have to go out there and seize it and experience it. It is so transient. Is that the right word? Oh God, please let that be the right word. It's so fleeting, but it's real. And you're living it this moment. But are you aware of it? Take care, guys.